Hi, I'm Linda Beach, the Ellis County Extension Agent for Family and Consumer Sciences. And today I'm here with Sandy Henningsen, and we're at Learning Lane Preschool in Hayes. We've come to talk about the importance of hand washing in a preschool setting like this or with little children, and how the high-speed hand washing method introduced by K-State Research and Extension might make a difference in Sandy's classroom. So Sandy, I know you've had a really strong tradition of doing hand washing in your classroom. Why is it a part of your daily routine, and why is that important?
It's a part of the daily routine because the children, when they have clean hands, we don't share germs. And so my goal with hand washing is to keep the hands clean. If they're clean, then it just avoids many illnesses. And so we wash, when we get to school, we wash before and after snack, and then every restroom break. And we try to wash when we blow our nose too. So lots of washing.
Lots of hand washing. And washing hands with a group of kids can take a little bit of time.
Yes, it can.
So you've changed your hand washing style here in the classroom to the high-speed hand washing method, and K-State Research and Extension brought that into Kansas. So tell me, why is it that you've changed to that style?
Okay, my friend had told me about it because she had been trained on it, and I was looking for a way to make the line move faster and to keep the children busy while they were in line. And so what I did is I thought, well, I'm going to give that a shot, because the part I was struggling with was the water and then before the soap. And so when I heard about it, I was like, well, that keeps them busy the whole time, because they only have to stand a couple, maybe 30 seconds before they get their water, and then they're scrubbing the rest of the time while they're in line. So it keeps them busy and occupied while they're in line.
So for the whole hand washing process for the group, have you noticed that high-speed hand washing saves time over the whole group?
I believe it does save time, because if it's not the high speed, they might not wash as thoroughly as they should, or they may stand there and talk to their friend while they're washing. This way they can talk to their friend while they're scrubbing, so they're getting that 20 seconds of time in while they're in line instead of when they're at the sink by themselves.
Well, and sometimes we have that water just running and running while we're scrubbing our hands at the sink. What have you noticed about water use in this method compared to standard hand washing?
I would say it's just the time factor that goes into it, because the water's on when they're in line without the soap, so it's on that whole entire time while each child takes the time to wash. So I feel you're using less water when there's a actual structure to it and a time to it. They don't have to stand at the water so long. They have water on their hands so they can start scrubbing, but they're not, that water's being utilized the whole time instead of just running while they scrub.
And in Northwest Kansas,
That's
using
important.
that water wisely is important, isn't it? This time you did 2 minutes and 54 seconds.
Pretty good.
So you saved a whole minute of time, and you saved 3 buckets of water. Wow, you saved lots of water washing your hands this way. That's a good thing, because water is very precious and we don't want to waste it, do we? And do you think the kids are doing a good job of washing their hands in a method that sounds too fast? Yeah.
I know that's interesting when you say speed hand washing, but I honestly feel they're probably getting better hand washing, because I know I'm giving them the soap. I know they get the soap. I know that they scrub for the allotted at least 20 seconds, if not a little bit longer. And it gives them time when they're at the sink. They don't know if they're by themselves. They sometimes, front, back, your fingers, this way we have a little chant that they can do, scrub the front, scrub the back, scrub the fingers. So we're getting everything.
Yeah.
So I think it might be a little more productive, so rather than one by one, because you try your hardest to get everybody when it's one by one, but when you have this, everybody's getting every step.
Yeah.
So.
And they're still learning the proper steps of hand washing so that they can do it by themselves if they're washing their hands someplace else.
Yes.
But in a group, high-speed hand washing kind of speeds the process along.
It does.
I'd like to thank Sandy Henningsen and the children of Learning Lane Preschool in Hayes for showing us that high-speed hand washing is a new process for groups of people to wash their hands. As the children demonstrated, in high-speed hand washing, each person in line steps up to the sink, they wet their hands and get soap, and then they go to the back of the line to scrub their hands. And as the line continues to move forward, the first person that gets back to the sink washes the soap away, dries their hands, and the rest of the group continues that same way to end. Well, high-speed hand washing saves time, it saves water, it allows each individual to scrub longer, and better hand washing ultimately leads to better health. So if you'd like to learn more about high-speed hand washing, contact your local office of K-State Research and Extension for more information. Thanks for joining me. I'm Linda Beach, the Ellis County Extension Agent for Family and Consumer Sciences.